Saturday morning, bright and sunny, forecast good, and amongst the earliest risers on site, the steam traction engine crews. They've got to clean the firebox, clean the boiler tubes, get that fire lit, get some steam up, and begin the long job of polishing these engines so that they can put on a show. One of the first things they do, really before the show gets going, between sort of 9 and 10:30, is provide rides in the main arena for one and all, basically. Small contribution, all the money's raised going to charity. It's a great opportunity for them to get their engines out and raise money for local charities. Bicycles have proved really popular at our shows over the last 20 or more years now, and it's good to see them still surfacing, being found, coming to the rally on the auto jumble stands. They're a good start for people wanting to get into this movement. But already during Friday afternoon, a lot of the visitors and other exhibitors and traders making their way around the auto jumble stores. That included me. Great opportunity to find those bits and pieces I need for the current restoration and the jobs that are being planned for next winter. Seen this as just a rolling chassis in the past, but now the engine's in and it's capable of being driven. Good to see it in that state. And here we can see this little Fergie 35, real workhorse, just starting into restoration, but showing that it's very capable of doing a solid day's work and doing a grand job with the rear-mounted rotavator. Big standard Fordson here. It really is an early one on those steel lug wheels, and that rather impressive drag plough. Here we can see tractors just beginning to fill up the pegged area. A whole host of tractors made their way to Flukeborough. The pictures of the tractor field and the beautiful high-level pan shots right across the show field show the benefits of having got a cherry picker for our DVD producer Jim Bonus. What a difference it makes to get these high-level views. The view right across the caravan camping area for the exhibitors and right back across the field. And to our south across Morecambe Bay, that home of those wonderful Morecambe Bay shrimps, the nuclear power station. They don't cook them there, but they do generate power for us. And in the foreground now, on the southern edge of the field, we can see a genuine 24-litre Merlin engine. That's the sort of engine that would have gone into a Spitfire, and we just happen to have with us for the second year running the British Legion's Spitfire, which is available for our visitors to view.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just be saying thanks to our motorcycle riders. They're going to be peeled off. We'll do a lap of honour. Do show your appreciation as they go around. I think they've given us a great display this morning to set off our arena events for the day. Nice to see them lined up in their paddocks just beyond the grandstand throughout the day, but even better to see and hear them moving on the arena. What a lovely sight and sound. Great picture opportunities. You've got your cameras. Enjoy them while they're with us. And thank you very much, riders, pillion passengers, for coming in this morning promptly to set us off.
Meanwhile, the fairground was underway, and our kite flyers are beginning to get the most amazing things up into the sky. Many of the cars had arrived by this time and were on their pegs, and we got around about 150 exhibits here lined up on this brilliant show field. And the range, the diversity of vehicles that we had on show was amazing. Rover in the foreground, big Vauxhall Cresta, little Hillman Imp. We got something of everything. Even the little Morris Minor Traveller there with a period pram alongside. Triumph Herald, little Austin, Lotus in the background as well, the yellow vehicle there. Drew a lot of attention. Very popular in the early 70s, those. And here the Opel Manta 400 actually, very important competition car in the 80s, nice Rover 2000 and another Austin alongside. And here a whole array of big Austins that had come across from Ulster.
A gentleman's ordinary, a gentleman in nice costume with his breeches and his jacket. In fact, it goes way before the ordinary. This is a proper bone shaker, built in 1870, known as the Transitional. See how the rider, these wheels, wooden wheels, steel shod rims on it, pedaling through that front axle. He sits on a saddle which is actually sat on a big spring. Now, these are difficult machines to ride. This one, you see, it's a very early example. You're pedaling, as you pedal down, that front wheel wants to turn to the side you're pedaling. It's going to pull you around. And to go cross country on it, to do a bit of cyclocross, good man, he's got his turn, he's coming sprinting back down towards the centre of the arena, past the Easterley Grandstand. Well done. Now then, Mr. Hutchinson here, a great supporter of this event with some fabulous examples here, and another bone shaker. Notice the front and rear wheels are of a similar diameter. This is a genuinely early machine, 1869. You would expect only to see these things stood or hanging in museums. But here the riders bring them out, they'll ride them on our unsurfaced arena, and very often they take part in road-going events. So the vintage cyclists are very keen. And this is a lovely turnout. Look at the frame, the old tube frame there. Beautifully put together. Following on, we've got the Morris LD. This is liveried out in Lakeland Laundries liveries. Lakeland had operations in Lancaster, Barrow and the southern sort of Lakes and Furness area. Very nicely displayed, the driver in his Lakeland laundry uniform.
Little horticultural tractors of various types have increased in popularity, and we've seen the numbers exhibiting going from a handful of 3, 4, 5 right up to the numbers that we see here this year. And they come in all sorts of sizes and shapes, and were used for various purposes, everything from little motorised wheelbarrows basically through to tiny little garden tractors. And they saw great use in horticultural work. Elsewhere on the site, we had endless lines of stationary engines, barn engines, terrific displays, really superb pieces of engineering and re-engineering, huge amounts of work going to bringing these exhibits up to the standards they were at. And these little exhibits often to be seen running dynamos and lighting sets, water pumps, and a whole range of sheep shearing machinery.